Greetings, fellow and future Star citizens. Gray-headed gamer here. Gamescom 2015's over. We got more information. Can we call this the Hotas Redemption? You tell me at the end of the video. Let me know in the comments below what you think. First thing Chris did was show us this splash screen. The first thing I thought was, it's a Fly Cyborg or a Fly 5 made by Mad Catz, but no, this is our Star Citizen Hotas. He explained that the X52 was used in the early videos. We knew that X52 is a great stick made before the Mad Catz acquisition, and the reason they went with Saitek is because their willingness to make multiple peripherals, and they're a large company and they can do that. Doesn't change the fact that they need to work on quality, but they can do it. So he showed us the prototype. I don't know if this is artwork. I don't know if this is a picture of the actual product. They actually had the product on stage, but the display got knocked over and it was all crooked and hidden underneath some red lava rocks or something. I don't know. But the first thing I thought was this looks very fragile. It's very gimmicky. The little toggle switches on the side look like they would break if you blew on them. This is just a design. Of course, it's got to go through testing, I hope, and I'm sure they'll change things. But the legs and all, the design looks beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But it looks fragile. It looks like a toy. So I'm not interested at all. The price point's going to be around $140. If they make those little legs that say RSI on them right there, maybe if they're made out of metal and they wrap all the way around and it's like a metal support, that would help a lot. But as it sets right now, it seems like it'll be a good, cheaper Hotas for someone that's looking for something just to play every once in a while, if they can throw a few metal pieces on there and if those legs are not plastic, because if they are, it looks rather fragile. So here's the Fly 5 made by Mad Catz. Same basic design. If you notice the legs there, they pull out, their plastic too, but they're very thick. They spread out quite far. That's a better design in my opinion, but it doesn't look as good. But that's I'm sure the inspiration for the low-end Hotas came from the Fly models. I talked to Eris from INN. He was gonna send some questions to Saitek, and he asked for my input if I had any questions, and I said, ask them if they're gonna make model specifics for the manufacturers in Star Citizen. And look, lo and behold, they put different stickers on them. Yes, they are the same sticks. If you zoom in, they're the same. They've just got different colorings. That's fine. All for that, that's beautiful. I, of course, was hoping that we'd actually have like an industrial model for Misk, a very sleek model for Aegis, and so on and so forth. But that's a lot of money to remanufacture an entire new Hotas just for a different manufacturer. So that's cool that they're going to offer it in different flavors. Like, once again, as long as it's strong. All in all, I like the design. Looks fragile. The toggle switches look like toys. But other than that, this is a good step. It looks very futuristic. It looks very good. I'm just hoping that it is sturdy and not a toy. Now, with the throttle and the joystick, it comes apart, and that's where the modularity system comes in. Just like in the game, you got to do here, you got your keyboard, the OLED screen on the back, and all that other good stuff. The keyboard separates, just like their other products. Joystick and throttle on each side of the keyboard. Yeah, I guess you could do that. That's not what I'm going to be doing. I'd rather have a little cockpit. And then if I'm going to switch over, swing my joystick out of the way, get right to my mouse and keyboard. Cool for people that like that kind of stuff. That's just a little gimmicky for me. But hey, everybody likes different things. As far as my opinion goes, those headphones look good as hell. Now, if they sound good and they're comfortable, I'm in there. I'll buy some. I'm not worried about the microphone. That's usually the hardest thing to get right. I use a studio mic, so screw that microphone. I love those headphones. I will buy those tomorrow, by the way. CIG, Saitek, I'll buy those tomorrow. The mouse reminds me of the rat mouse, and I've heard some bad stuff about the rat mice. Mainly fragile. There are a bunch of little pieces with twisties and dials and stuff to make it look really cool, really futuristic, very robotic. Once again, the more little pieces you have hanging off the edge and all, it takes one person to get headshotted in FPS and knock their mouse against the table and it's broke. You know what I'm saying? So a mouse needs to be very sturdy. That's why I just use a generic cordless Logitech mouse. It looks like just an egg in my hand because it's very sturdy. No moving parts. All those moving parts scare me, but hey, that's fine too. People like that, and they may make it out of titanium or something. Who knows? Not really. Last but least, the big news that we were waiting for. This. Okay, maybe not this, but this is the X65. This was the joystick that Saitek was known for as far as badassery. Only problem was it was pressure sensing. The joystick actually didn't move, and for me that sucked. I actually played with one of these once, and I hated it. Now, someone told me that as soon as you get used to it, you'll love it, but I don't want to get used to it. I've been playing with joysticks way back before computer games were even cool, and I've always had the moving joystick, so it didn't work for me, but I love the fact that it's metal chassis. It's a very good put together Saitek stick. So then they showed us this bad boy here. First thing, you know, the trackballs that's on the cheaper model as well. I forgot to mention that. Trackballs for gimbaled weapons. I don't think I have the coordination to actually steer, avoid rocks, and gimbal with my thumb, but some of you out there may. I like the control panel on the back of the throttle. When you're full throttled, you can reach up with your fingers and maybe hit a different power group for shields and stuff like that. And the OLED screen in the front, to me, is very gimmicky. I shouldn't say no one. Someone may do this, but when I'm flying, I never take my eye off the screen, and I don't look down at my damn joystick. So that screen, if it's for pre-flight checks, or I don't even know. And Chris mentioned it might be touchscreen, but I highly doubt that. You know, to keep it under 500 bucks, there's no way you're gonna have a touchscreen there. Especially if they want to be around the 400 price mark. You know, it's just not gonna happen. Analog sticks, X665 base with a die-cast metal chassis. That's beautiful. That's what we need. So my closing thoughts are this high-end Hotas is what's going to make or break the line. They need to get this right. There's nothing that competes with the Warthog as far as badassery. Now, the CH products, which is one of my options that I may go with, they are rock solid, best construction. I mean, they are industrial crane and excavator grade plastics and switches, but they're ugly. And I'm sure no one can argue that point. They're very plain, they're very ugly. The X55 is beautiful, you know, it's got all the switches and lights and all. And that it is not necessary, but it sure does look good. So with this stick looking good, if it also works good, it's gonna be a home run. So let me know down below, what's your thoughts on this, guys? Did I miss anything? Do you wanna add anything? Do you think this is the Hotas redemption? Don't forget to check out all the other Star Citizen YouTubers out there. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.